The next inductee is Shawn Burt, and I'm going to call upon the Burt clan to come up and have an introduction.
Thank you very much. Good morning, and thank you for inviting us here this morning to celebrate Shawn. We're thrilled and proud to be part of this recognition. My name's Jennifer, and Shawn's my husband, and we just celebrated our 20th anniversary, actually. And to help me introduce Shawn are his two children, McKenna, who's going to join us via video, and she's away at university right now, and our son Aiden, who's here. Thank you also to friends and family who are here to help celebrate Shawn. This distinction is such a fitting honor to celebrate Shawn's drive, dedication, and accomplishments through very strong moral leadership. In addition to his accomplishments, he devotes his attention and energies to the many athletic pursuits of our children. So now for our introduction. After graduating from King City Secondary in 1989, Shawn went on to study at Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire. There he majored in philosophy and played 4 years of varsity hockey. Upon graduation, Shawn learned his mother had been diagnosed with terminal cancer, and she later succumbed to this disease in 1989. This staggering loss soon became compounded when his father was also introduced and diagnosed with cancer, a mere 8 months after his mom's passing. Shawn's father passed away in 2002. The cumulative impact of these losses transformed Shawn's life. This galvanized him to move in a direction that has resulted in this distinction. Shawn was determined to ensure that his professional contributions produce more than a paycheck. Now I'm going to turn it over to Aiden, who's going to continue our introduction.
Hi everyone. After several years in the world of sports marketing, specifically working with Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment as well as IMG, Shawn, my dad, directed his effort and ambition into pursuing the role of Chief Hockey Officer at the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. Princess Margaret is world-renowned in the field of cancer research and sits among the top 5 cancer research centers in the world. Successful in his bid to use his passion for hockey to ease the loss of his parents to cancer, he launched and oversaw and grew Road Hockey Conquer Cancer into the world's largest event of its kind, having established and broken 2 Guinness World Records. Altogether, in the 10 years of the event's existence, it has raised over $25 million to fund cancer research. Moving on from this accomplishment, Shawn directed his passion for hockey into growing university sport. He specifically leveraged his experience as a student athlete at American Ivy League school to transform 2 prominent university sport programs in Canada. Congratulations, Dad. Now McKenna will continue the introduction.
Okay, bear with me. Hopefully this will work. I'm sure you won't be able to see it, but maybe you can, Shawn.
In 2017, our family moved to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, where my dad assumed the role of Chief Athletics Officer for Husky Athletics, which is one of Canada's most storied university athletic programs. While in this role, he established the first ever Husky Hockey Academy program, opened a $51 million multi-sports facility, and built teams into national contenders. In 2019, he was recruited by McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario, where he assumed the role of the Director of Athletics and Recreation. Currently in this position, he devotes his professional expertise and passion for sport into transforming the student-athlete experience for today's student-athletes. He maintains a focus on the whole student and delivering programs that support people physically, mentally, academically, and spiritually, which will enable MAC to maintain its leadership position as the Stanford of Canada within the youth sports community. As an irrepressible warrior in the fight to defeat cancer, my dad also supports various on-campus and community fundraising and leadership initiatives that include mental health, safe sport, equity, diversity, and inclusion in sport. Congratulations, Dad.
Okay, so congratulations, Shawn. Over to you.
You're going to have to give me a minute. That was a bit of a surprise.
Sorry. First of all, thanks Jen, Aiden, McKenna, and I'd also like to extend a special thanks to my mother-in-law and father-in-law, Sandy and Cam, who are here today, and our great friends Robin and Monica and Chris and Lisa for coming here today and making today extra special. This is really something. So thank you so much, and to the entire committee here for putting on this event. This is truly special. As Jen mentioned, McKenna couldn't be here today. She's at the University of Guelph doing her thing there, getting ready for soccer this weekend, and my sister and brother-in-law were hoping to be here as well, but they're in Vancouver visiting my nephew Chris, who's a proud graduate of King City Secondary as well. But I'd like to extend my sincere congratulations to the other inductees, and it's so great to see so many familiar faces in this special familiar place. Oftentimes when you have opportunities like this present themselves, you share it with your friends, and you can do so at your own peril. My good buddy Robin, who's here, notified our Dartmouth WhatsApp group that I was being inducted into the case of distinction here today. And one of our friends, Nick Brown, who I call sort of a combination between Kramer from Seinfeld and Niles Crane from Frasier, said, well, we all know that Shawn has ADHD. Are you sure he's not supposed to go into the case of distraction? And I thought that was really good, and I think it introduces a little bit of levity here today. And if I'm supposed to be here next weekend instead of this weekend, just let me know, Tom. So it's all good. It's all good. But all kidding aside, I'm so honored and privileged to be here today. I'm not really good with individual awards and recognition, but this is really special. And in speaking over email with Tom and Catherine, they asked me to reflect a little bit on my time at King City Secondary School and talk about my memories and experiences. And there were many, and they're all very positive. One of the less positive ones was we had grade 9 initiation when I was around here. I'm that old. And I had to stand up at a table in that cafeteria when it was packed with people and sing a song. And it did not go well. That is not one of my skills, I can tell you that. I'll stick to fundraising or sports or something. But I think above all else, I was just talking to my mother-in-law, Sandy, about this, is what's so special about King City is I didn't actually realize at the time all the incredible lessons that I was learning from the amazing teachers that we had here. And I think what's really fascinating is they were so passionate and so committed to the student experience, and they really role modeled to me what passion, compassion, and commitment to your craft really looks like. Our teachers were our coaches. They were everywhere. Not just Mr. Ellison, who is everywhere and has been doing this for so long, but Mr. Thompson, who's here today. I wasn't a great math student. I was a philosophy major in college, so Mr. Thompson spent an inordinate amount of time helping me through math, early in the morning, lunchtime, after school, and I know he was a coach as well, and he was always available. Mr. McClure and his team, Mr. Wright was part of your guidance department. This is before the internet, before computers. We had a typing class when I was in school, and the amazing thing was that we had to send letters to retrieve information from these American schools that I was interested in attending. And then all that information would come back, and Mr. Wright helped me through that entire process. And I attribute my acceptance to Dartmouth a great deal to Mr. Wright's support through my high school years. And if you wanted further evidence of things going full circle, my son Aiden's best friend, since he was a little guy, is Mr. Wright's grandson, Lucas. And so I get to see Mr. Wright every once in a while, and I try and remind him of the amazing impact that he had on my life, because each and every one of these individuals showed me a passion for lifelong learning and a commitment to helping others, which I think is so profound and has guided me through my Dartmouth career and into my professional career and beyond. So I'm eternally grateful for the many great lessons that I learned from those role models that at that time I didn't realize it, but you get a little bit older and maybe a little bit smarter and wiser, you realize it now, and it means the world to me. One other thing that I will say is people often ask me, did King City Secondary School prepare you for the academic rigors of an Ivy League institution? And I say absolutely. It certainly did. Now, I wasn't at any risk of being on the dean's list in college, and that's okay. But I certainly held my own, and it's attributable to all the amazing people, the teachers and role models that I had here at King City High. So in closing, I'm forever grateful for the many lessons learned and the huge part that each and every one of these individuals played in my life. And as with most things in life, you never get there on your own. So thank you, everyone, for recognizing me today. It's really an honor and a privilege. Thank you.
Shawn, I'd like to give you a little something to remember the day.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Cheers. Thank you.